Bettina Carey here, and I'm the founder and CEO of We Empower Your Life, the community, and WeEmpowerYourLife.com, the website. And I'm here today to interview Tiiu Napp. And Tiiu is actually one of our members of the We Empower You community, and she's going to be speaking with us today about her topic, and that is called Healing the Holes in Your Soul, based on her book. Thank you so much for joining us here today. It's great to have you back.
Thank you so much for inviting me, Bettina. I'm really always very honored to join you at your summit. So you're truly a wonderful soul. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, of course, you've been a member since we founded We Empower You, the community, last June of 2020. And here you are, a speaker, an author that came about while you were a member. Tell us a little bit about your journey to write this book and what inspired you to do it in the year of COVID.
That's a really good question. I think there's been a book inside me bursting to come through for many, many years. And I think, like we often hear, we all have a book within us. Yeah. And for me, COVID was an opportunity for me to take the time, actually make the time to write it, because we were all, basically holding out at home, staying home, is trying to stay safe. And it gave me that opportunity to, in some ways, create my new baby, which is the book. We all, like I said, we all have a story within us. And this is a powerful story that I chose to do. And what I didn't realize along the way was it's a healing journey. It's truly a healing journey. So thank you for asking.
You're very welcome. I am just thrilled to see that you started out as a retired postal worker and you became a member. You started writing your book. You're working with your coach, Patrick Snow, who's a mutual friend. And all of a sudden, a year and a half goes by and you've got a book and you're published. And you've launched it and you're out there speaking, you're out there coaching, you're out there giving resources. And I want to bring up your website here, healingtheholesinyoursoul.com website. And I'll bring that up here in just a second. Tell us a little bit about your website and how folks can benefit from going there.
Oh, wow. It's such a robust website. As a member of the We Empower You group, we have this beautiful opportunity to have Lee Romanoff and Bettina Carey help us put together this. Look at this beautiful website. There are so many things in here that had I been left to do my own website, I would have thrown my computer right out the window. It wouldn't have happened. But they have helped put this website together because there's so many parts to it. And why don't we just go through the ribbon at the top, right underneath the title? Because we're already on the home screen. And in my on the home screen, you'll also see that I have a survival guide. Yep. And on top of that, it's a downloadable survival guide that anyone can go to their computer, click the link, enter their information, and it will be emailed right to them. It's beautiful, and it tells you all the steps you need to do to prepare in case you're in any kind of a dangerous situation, what you should try to have ahead of time, so that if you have to grab and go, you have your gear and you can go, and you will be safe. There's a phone number to call for the domestic violence hotline. And there's so many little golden nuggets. If you're fortunate and not in a dangerous situation, download it for someone else that you may think is in danger, because we have to look after our friends as well. On top of that, let's see, there's a soul healing shop where you can also click on that one, Bettina, if you like. Sure. And in there, I'm
going to give out that number for those that are listening and not watching. So that National Domestic Violence Hotline is 1-800-799-7233. That's 1-800-799-7233. And where did you want me to go next?
Pop over to the soul healing shop just for a minute.
Okay, here we go.
Keep on scrolling. There you go. this is, I don't quite know why they have two here for the book, but it's a beautiful way to get going in regards to if you choose to order a book and you missed the link on the main page. And I also added the spiritual primer because Dr. Michael Gross is the catalyst, okay? I work with him. I've known him almost 2 years. Well, actually, I have known him 2 years now. And he is the reason why I wrote the book, because he encouraged me. He's heard a lot of my story. And he kept saying to me in the early days that people need to hear this. People need to hear your story of domestic violence, because whether or not people are in domestic violence, the bottom line is that everyone at one point or another in their life has had to deal with some kind of bullying, some kind of verbal abuse. Maybe there's critical comments. Those are all negative energies that we deal with in our life every day. And not understanding that, it puts us in a more negative mindset, and we become crippled, sometimes paralyzed, based on the other things that other people say. So one of the things that I learned along the way was when I started working with Michael, and I'm a lifelong Michael student. I will always be working and learning with him. He wrote a beautiful foreword in my book and encouraged me to write my own. So on that note, that's why his book is in here. And if it's all right, we're also working on a nonprofit to help people who are also coming from violent situations or any kind of abuse. So there's going to be a lot more tools coming to this soul healing shop very, very soon. I'm in the works with them right now. On what I like too about the membership, if you scroll, there's one of my photos. I also do photography, and incorporated into the website are some of my photos, which will also be available. They'll also be available on the Soul Healing Shop in the very near future.
And you are accepting stories that people can share of their own, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. If you connect with me, we will definitely give you an opportunity to share your story on this website too. And if you have questions, there's a link for that. The events, right now, I believe we are linked with Bettina Carey, and all the summit information is in the events tab. So if you want to learn more about the speakers, the member benefits, if you join the membership, I will send you a signed copy of my book and offer you a complimentary session. But it's beautiful. Look at all these beautiful things. Thank you for scrolling through, Bettina, because this is a beautiful way to not only promote yourself and what you do as a business, but also to network with amazing people in different fields.
There's your beautiful book.
Thank you.
So I'm going to drop this screen share and return back to the conversation. You'll be speaking at the summit. And I would love for you to comment about what folks can hope to gain while they're there.
Okay. I have been with the summit, speaking in breakout rooms for a few different summits now. And every time I come, the message gets a little different. But as we grow and we learn, we hone our skills and we become more focused on what our message is. And today, it's also the message in the book. It's the voice we have within. Most of the time, we get so caught up in the outside world, the chaos of the outside world, we forget to listen to our inner voice. And my inner voice, speaking just from my experience, my inner voice saved my life. Going through all the years of violence, and I know, Bettina, you can relate to this. Going through the years and years of violence when I had nothing left and I didn't have any energy left. I was on the verge of just giving up. That inner voice kept telling me, get back up. And I think what happens in our environment, especially in the chaos today, we get so wrapped up in what's going on around us, we forget to hear that. We forget to pay attention to the one voice that guides us through our life from the day we took our first breath. So if you jump into my breakout room, I'll tell you how to silence the noise on the outside and help you find your own inner voice, because it's in there. Sometimes we just can't hear it.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you so much. It's going to be great to have you back on December the 8th to our We Empower You Global Virtual Summit. It starts at 8:30 a.m., goes till 8:30 p.m. It's literally a marathon day. And we're so excited to be doing these every single quarter. This will be our 7th summit that we've produced since COVID reared its ugly head in 2020. And so thank you for being a member. Thank you for contributing as a breakout session presenter. We look forward to seeing everybody at the summit. Bye for now. Take care. See you at the summit.
Thank you.